June 17th, 2023, Morgade to Portomarin. Quote of the day, "You must do the thing that you think you cannot do," by Eleanor Roosevelt. Song of the day, "Three Little Birds," by Bob Marley. Joke of the day, why did the snail take a nap on the Camino? Answer, it was feeling sluggish. Total distance, 7.8 miles. Total time, 3.5 hours. Total steps, 23,486. We left Morgade at 7 a.m. without coffee or breakfast, just a small power bar. Course descriptions had said that there were stops along the way to eat and drink. Not one albergue was open. We did find a vending machine and shared a coffee con leche. Not very tasty. We made it to Portomarin around 10:30. Since we left Saria, the trails have seemed to be better maintained. There were still plenty of uphills, but they are friendlier. Today's trek was pretty lonely. Not a single bike up and only a handful of hikers, most likely since they were starting from what they call an off-stage starting point. We also have passed the 100-kilometer mark to go point, so now we need to get 2 stamps each day. We could not check into the hotel right away, so we checked out the town and bought groceries for tomorrow. We checked in, and the hotel was very nice with a great view of the river and reservoir. Interestingly, Portomarin was originally located where the reservoir is now. They had to move key monuments and buildings to higher ground and left what was left under water. The churches were moved, as were the statues. After checking in and a shower, we headed a few doors up the street to eat lunch. Since we did not eat much breakfast, we decided to eat Spanish style and make lunch our biggest meal. Bring on the prawns grilled in butter and garlic with the biggest chunk of bread I've ever seen. Then grilled salmon for Craig and a yummy salad with smoked salmon and avocado and more for Teresa. And cannot forget the gin and tonic. Tomorrow we're off to stay at the Rectoral del Estado. It is a fairly long trek. We will start a little after 7 a.m. to beat the heat. Total cumulative distance so far, 363.8 plus miles. Plus today's 7.8 equals 371.6 miles or 598.1 kilometers. We now have only 94.2 kilometers to go. We went out for a bite and beverage in the evening, and the whole town was having a party. Maybe in our honor? No. We missed the Conjura de Quemada. In this ceremony, they cast a spell to discard all evil while drinking a 50% plus alcohol concoction. The Conjura de Quemada is the reading of an ancient spell from the Galician tradition. Some say this dates back to Celtic times. It is believed to have begun when paganism was widely practiced in Galicia. Galicia has a rich Celtic culture. As you walk along the Camino de Santiago, you will see witches scattered along the trail. The Galician gaita, or bagpipe music, remains popular today. The quemada is prepared during the day in the family home, cooked for several hours. In Galicia, the concoction consists of aguardiente, directly translated to firewater, mixed with a combination of ingredients: sugar, lemon, peel, coffee beans, cinnamon, and apple. Aguardiente is obtained from the remains of the grapes after the wine would have been produced. The excessive parts of the grapes are fermented before they are distilled to produce a very strong alcohol. It is clear and colorless liquid, usually 50 to 70% alcohol content. After almost every meal in Spain, you will be offered an orujo, a strong liquor with the same base as aguardiente, but flavored with many different variations. There are 3 types you will come across. The bright yellow orujo is called hierbas. This is made with a variety of local herbs only picked on the August full moon. The dark brown orujo, licor café, is mixed with coffee. The white orujo is called crema, as it is made with a touch of cream, tasting a lot like Bailey's. Spaniards will tell you that the yerbas is medicinal and should be drunk for all ailments, especially for pilgrims needing to get to the end of the walking day. They say an incantation in front of the fiery aguardiente and set it alight, creating a beautiful blue flame. The person leading the spell covers their face. The idea of this ritual is to distance oneself from bad spirits and bring yourself closer to the good ones. The spell also did this for close friends and family near and far. One would be encouraged to throw any negative thoughts, experience, or idea into the pot during the spell. Here is a loose translation of the spell in English. Owls, barn owls, toads, and witches, demons, goblins, and devils, spirits of the misty vales, crows, salamanders, and good witches, charms of the folk healer, rotten canes, home of worms and vermin, fire of the holy company, evil eye, black witchcraft, smell of the dead, thunder and lightning. The howl of the dog, omen of death, maws of the satyr, and rabbit's foot, sinful tongue of the bad woman married to an old man, Satan and Beelzebub's inferno, fire of the burning corpses, mutilated bodies of the indecent ones, farts of the asses of doom, bellow of the enraged sea, the cries of the cats in heat, dirty turf of the goat-horned wicked. With this ladle I will raise the flames of this fire, which looks like that from hell, and witches will flee, straddling their brooms, going to bathe in the beaches of the thick sands. Hear the roars of those that cannot bathe, stop burning in the fire water, so becoming purified. And when this drink goes down our throats, we will be free of the evil of our soul and of any witchcraft. Forces of air, earth, sea, and fire, to you I make this call. If it's true that you have more power than human people, then here and now make the spirits of the friends who are outside take part with us in this quemada.